This is Ian Morris from Light Reading. I'm at Huawei's stand at this year's Mobile World Congress, and I'm joined by Lund from Nortrace and Shiip. Eric, thank you very much for joining me today. We're here to talk about IoT and some of the work that you've been doing with Huawei in the IoT sector, but maybe you could just start by introducing yourself and telling me a little bit about what you do.
My name is Macody Lund. I represent Nortrace and Shiip, which is the commercial product. We are based in Rogaland in Norway, which is in the west coast, predominantly known for its oil industry, but hopefully now it will be known for something completely different, such as animal tracking and narrowband IoT technology.
Okay, and the use of narrowband IoT, this is a very interesting technology. It's been gaining some traction. What was it that made you settle on that particular connectivity solution?
We tend to look at the user case first. We talk to the farmers, which are our core customers, to understand their needs. And this communication platform is more or less tailored. People have been saying this is what we've been waiting for. Because the narrowband IoT, as you probably know, it has a low battery consumption, but a long range. So you're kind of converging two different metrics, which is the power consumption, but the long range. And for the farmers, being able to provide 5 to 7, maybe up to 10 years of battery life on one unit makes a big difference, and we're able to drop the price from current solutions drastically. So in many ways, without sounding grandiose, but it's a revolutionary product, and the market has been waiting for this.
Okay, and you're using this in a very specific way, aren't you? You're using this to support, we hear a lot about connected cars, but we're talking about connected cows in this instance.
Yeah.
Why is it very useful in that particular market?
Well, for the connected cows, and especially sheep, is what we actually concentrate for in Norway in the start, because we have again, it's user case dependent. The sheep graze for approximately 200 days.
Okay.
And then at one point, they must come home. And the traditional way of recollecting these sheep is manually going out with maybe 5 to 10 guys and possibly a helicopter, because we're talking very vast areas. So it's not cost efficient, it's not time efficient, and it's manual labor.
Yeah.
And it's tough on the guys. I mean, they're out there looking for animals they truly care about and they love. And half the time, they don't find the animals. So from the welfare perspective and also government perspective in Norway, you need to do it.
Yeah.
There's accountability, and you need to prove that you have made an attempt to find these animals. So by utilizing this technology, you can more or less pinpoint where they are. You can create geofences to see if they've left the area, and you can act on true information rather than kind of looking for the information which is out there. So the technology, again, it just suits the case so well, and that has kind of been the reasoning for choosing NB-IoT.
And why did you choose Huawei? There's lots of companies out there that people can work with, but what drew you to Huawei in particular?
Being here today, I mean, being invited down by Huawei, it's I mean, we're so grateful. I can't even really express in words. It's ineffable almost. But Huawei, they have the know-how, the needed experience. They have the technicians. They have the software. They know hardware. Basically, it's the provider we were looking for, and I don't think we could have chosen a better one, and they kind of found us in a way. And through Telia, also Telia Norway, we need to bring them into this conversation. They've been drifting connectivity. So having Huawei and Telia and our technicians doing the work, we have a great team together, and we kind of fulfill each other. So that was the reasoning. I mean, they're producing hardware which is inside the U-Box chips, which we're using again. So within the chipset, there's a Huawei chipset. And on the world's largest NB-IoT test, which we did in 2017, we connected 1,000 sheep and we sent them into the mountains. From the farmer's perspective, maybe it failed because some things lost connectivity, some people didn't have at all, but some farmers, they had great connectivity.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of both there. And Huawei, they came in and they optimized, they updated software, and they were on site, on point, and they're providing the service we needed. Okay. So they have just really shown a lot of willingness to cooperate. And that should be a criterion for selection of partners, because you can, pay for services rendered, but having people wanting to do the work, it's a completely different thing.
Well, it sounds like a very positive experience.
Strictly positive. I mean, we can't complain at all. Contrary, we owe Huawei our greatest thanks.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining me today, Eric.